Can language work if words are placed randomly? Bananas likes John and John likes bananas. Why does the second sentence make sense? Because language follows a system or structure. This idea is called structuralism. Hello everyone. We will talk about structuralism from MEG 4 Aspects of Language from IGNOU. Now, what is structuralism? Structuralism stands for a school of thought that studies language as a system of interrelated entities which is a part of the whole system, like bricks in the building. The internal patterns of connections between these entities in the whole structure affects the way they function as a structure. Each entity is not considered in isolation but is studied in relation to other entities and on the whole as a part of the structure. In 19th century, the study of language took place through study of classical languages and subsequently made historicism their fundamental mark of thinking. In 20th century, though there is a shift in studying the language at a particular time or at a given moment, the structuralist approach is still capable of shedding some historical light on the subject. Claude Lévi-Strauss was the one who spread structuralism in 1960s in France and applied it to anthropology, and his attempt to discover the objective meaning of human culture through his book Anthropologie Structurelle of 1958. The 20th century study was based on the principle that our knowledge of the world will not be complete unless we arrive at the structure of the system, that is the relationship between the members of the system. Therefore, as a school of thought, structuralism cannot be reduced to a single movement or trend. Rather, it has a strong impact on many disciplines, be it linguistics, literature, music, myth, art, or even systems of kinship. Actually, Claude Lévi-Strauss' encounter with linguistics gave him the confidence to generalize his findings and to offer structuralism as a method for all the human sciences. Claude Lévi-Strauss applied Ferdinand de Saussure's science systems to anthropology. Now, Ferdinand de Saussure, he was a father of structuralism. He was a Swiss linguist. The foundational principles of structural functional linguistics were based on the lecture notes of the great Swiss linguist Ferdinand de Saussure. Saussure's concepts were originally compiled by his students and published after his death in 1916 as the Course in General Linguistics. Many scholars took influence from Saussure's ideas in their areas of study, be it literature, philosophy, psychoanalysis, anthropology, etc. Saussure gave general principles of language. We will talk about it one by one. The first one is langue and parole. Langue is language structure and parole is speaking the language. Langue is a system of language or rules of language shared by the speech community which is fixed and constrained, whereas parole means actual use of language, whether it is speaking, writing or individual expression. Langue means grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation rules, sentence structure, which is social, collective and fixed. Whereas parole means actual use of the language in terms of speaking, writing, and it has got its individual expression. It is not fixed. As two teachers teach the same lesson differently, that difference is parole. It is personal, individual and has got practical use. Next, the second principle of Saussure is arbitrariness of sign. What is arbitrariness of sign? The linguistic sign is an arbitrary linkage between a signifier and a signified. Signifier is a sound image or a written word, and signified is meaning drawn or mental concept derived from that sound or the written word. There is no natural connection between signifier and signified. Like there is nothing cat-like about the word cat, or a sense of continuity about ing in the word ending. So the next principle is diachronic and synchronic study of language. The synchronic study of language is studying language at a particular point of time. For example, present day English grammar. Whereas diachronic study is studying the language through historical development, like Old English, Medieval English, Modern English. So language changes over time. Now, the another principle or given by Saussure is syntagmatic and paradigmatic relations. Syntagmatic relationship is linear while the paradigmatic relationship is associative. In syntagmatic relationship, units as sounds, phrases, sentences are chained together in a fixed sequence and combination. For example, at the sound level, let us take the simple word like cat, C-A-T, cat. This word consists of three units, the phonemes C, A and T. The relationship that exists between these three units is syntagmatic. Paradigmatic relationship, on the other hand, refers to the relationship that holds between units that are there and units that are not there but potentially could have been there. Let us take the example of the same example, cat. The first unit of the word cat is C, or in terms of phoneme you can say K. There are many other sounds which could have come at this place, for instance P or B or M, giving words like pat, bat and mat. The relationship that holds between the unit C and other probable units such as P, B and M are paradigmatic. If we talk this in syntactic level, for example, John likes bananas. Now we can say, can we replace John here? We can replace John with Mary, Tim or the boy. Substitution. So the syntagmatic relationship means units of words are combined, and paradigmatic relationship is units of words which can be substituted. Here it's combination, here it is substitution. The syntagmatic relationship can be the relationship in presentia, while paradigmatic relationship is the relationship in absentia. Presentia and absentia. So, structural linguistics owes its foundational debt to the great Swiss linguist Ferdinand de Saussure. His insightful observations on language as a system and his treatment of language primarily as a social phenomenon as well became the guiding principle for structural linguistics. So the development of structuralism in Europe was largely based on the principles laid down by Ferdinand de Saussure. Thank you.